Jaylen, we heard some MVP chants from the fans tonight. Do you mentally feel like you have been the MVP of this series?
I don't know how to answer that question. Next question.
Okay. We'll go to the middle to Gary Washburn, second row.
Jaylen, it seemed like the offense was kind of grinding all night, just trying to get into some kind of chemistry, and then it kind of shut down late in the fourth quarter. What happened to the offense, and how do you guys get it going when it's kind of apparent, when their defense kind of steps up and responds?
We just got to stay organized, and that's on, our veteran players to get us organized in those moments. And at times we get unorganized and kind of get on top of each other. The spacing kind of closes down, and that's where some of those turnovers come from. And we got to do a better job.
And the streak continues with each of these teams perfect following a loss. So let's look ahead to Game 5 in the Bay. What are your expectations?
Game 5 in the Bay, we know it's going to be a crazy environment. I look for Golden State to win that game as well, and I think that Steve Kerr stumbled onto something tonight. Not stumbled onto it, but he figured something out. With the way that Boston's playing defense and with the athletic bigs that they have, he has to stagger the minutes between Looney and Dre. When you play them both at the same time, it creates a lot of clutter from an offensive standpoint. Takes Looney out of the starting lineup. Him and Dre did play some together, but for the most part, he staggered their minutes, and that gave them more flow offensively. Also sat Dre down for stints in the fourth quarter, made some offensive, defensive substitutions because he had to get the offensive jump started. I think that'll help them in Game 5.
Whenever I watch Golden State and I go, oh, they're not going to win this game. I go, because I'm watching them turn the basketball over and they're not rebounding. Tonight, I think it's 16-15 in terms of turnovers. And they out-rebounded them 55-42. Those are the two areas when they do that, because when they do that, they get more possessions. And when you want to have more possessions and you have 2 to 3 of the best shooters in the world at sometimes, when you throw Poole in the pool party and you got Clay and you give them more possessions, they're going to shoot the ball better than you. But what you have to do is make them turn the basketball over, and you have to get extra possessions on offense and rebound them to death. And if you don't do that, you do not beat Golden State. So that's what I'm looking for Game 5. If I'm watching the game and the ball is and Steph is throwing it, he gets away, he throws it, and then Clay throws it, and they're behind, they're going to lose that game. But if they come out and it's like the ball movement and it's not going into the first row, second row, that's going to be impossible to beat them on the road.
I look at Golden State and I ask this question, can Steph Curry have another performance like he had tonight? Because, 5, 6, and 7, if it goes that far, he's going to need to play this well to beat this Celtics defense.
1 time or 3 times?
No, you got to do it. You got to do this again. Mm-hmm. If they're going to keep winning, mm-hmm. right? He's going to have to play at this level, and this is.
Jason Tatum led the Celtics with 23, 11, and 6. Here he is.
You playing in the NBA Finals, and you are being one of the stars of the team. Some teammate inspired you in your way to playing. And how was this experience been for you?
It's been great. Just trying to stay in the moment, not think about it too much. Obviously, we got a job to do. So just kind of thinking of it as, just another game, not get too high, about it.
In the second row in the middle, Gary Washburn.
Jason, Gary Washburn, Boston Globe. It seemed like you were looking for fouls, and it seemed like you're not getting the calls regardless if you're fouled or not. What can you do to get yourself going offensively to make it the game easier? Because they're really trying to stop you, and it seems like you were frustrated in that second half, especially the fourth quarter.
When I do have space and I'm open, I gotta take the shot. Obviously, anytime that I hold it too long, they load up and things like that. So I think just quick decisions, don't turn down any open looks any daylight that I have, and just continue to try to make the right pass. I had too many turnovers tonight, but just make quicker decisions.
We'll go to the back row on the left side.
Hi, excuse me, Tara Sullivan from the Boston Globe. Jason, does it feel like you guys let one slip away, or did they take it in the fourth? How do you feel at the end of that one?
It's tough. I mean, you gotta give them credit. They played well. You know, they hit some big shots, things like that. You know, we obviously felt like we had put ourselves in a position to win the game, and you know, there's a lot of things that we wish we'd have done differently. You know, especially on the offensive end, I think we just got way too stagnant late in the fourth from everybody. But it's a new series, so the best of three. Get some sleep and get on this long-ass flight tomorrow.
We'll stay on the left side, 6th row.
Jason, Mark D'Amico, Celtics.com. They're really packing the paint when you get the ball in your hands. How do you think you guys can create some more space for you to score in the paint? I know you're driving and kicking quite a bit, but how can you guys create space for you to be able to score?
I don't think that's the problem. You know, I feel like I can get my shot off whenever. It's just making the right play throughout the course of the game, and not necessarily just staring. You know, sometimes we get it, you know, and then we all did it at times. You know, just got to move. You know, I think that's when we're most effective, when everybody is moving. You know, we move the ball really well, but it's hard to move the ball when, you know, we just kind of standing there.
On the left side, 5th row, Jay King.
Ime thought that you guys might have hunted mismatches too much and gotten stagnant during those moments. But obviously, you're going to keep doing that, looking for the right matchup. How do you handle that better personally to get the offense going in those moments?
Yes, it's just a balance. You know, you don't want to do it every single play because hopefully you're getting stops and running down transition. But even when you do find the mismatch or, you know, what you want, you know, some guys to still be moving, you know, on the backside and not just standing and watching, you know, setting screens, flares, slipping and things like that. You know, because it's hard to just kind of score in isolation every single time.
On the right side, 3rd row.
Jason, John Corrales, Boston Sports Journal. It seems like historically you tend to like to get the ball and slow down and kind of assess and figure out how to attack. How much different has it been over the course of this year and the course of the series to get into that mindset of constantly trying to make those quick decisions rather than just say, okay, here's what I'm looking for, I'm going to try to do this?
I think I say it a lot. It's just each play is kind of different. You know, I think more so when I answer Gary's question about shooting it quick and making quick decisions, you know, that's just somebody dribble and kicks it out to me. That's when I got to be quicker. But initiating the offense, you know, kind of scanning the floor and trying to put guys in certain positions, obviously takes a little more time. So, I mean, it just depends. Time and score, scenario, you know, things like that.
On the left side, 2nd row to Abby.
Abby Chin, NBC Sports Boston. Jason, that indecisiveness and for you struggling to find a rhythm in this series, is that the Warriors' defense? Are they doing anything different, or is it you?
I mean, you gotta give them credit. They're a great team. They're playing well. You know, they got a game plan, things like that. But it's on me. I gotta be better. I know I'm impacting the game in other ways, but you know, I gotta be more efficient. Shoot the ball better, finish at the rim better. You know, so I take accountability for that. And I just look forward to, you know, Monday. Leave this one behind us. Learn from it, you know, watch the film, things like that. But, you know, everybody probably feels like they got to be better, myself included. You know, just go get it on Monday.
We're going to take 2 more questions. On the right side, 2nd row.
Sweet Terada, Mass Live. Just, Jason, we've talked a lot about just resiliency and you guys haven't lost back-to-back games in the playoffs. But we also have talked about how you guys make life harder than it needs to be. I guess, do you ever get sick of that, or do you just take it in stride? Like, how do you kind of deal with that?
Deal with what?
Making life harder than it needs to be.
I mean, we don't do this shit on purpose. I promise you we don't. You know, we trying as hard as we can, but we do, like, there's certain things that we got to clean up, obviously, turnovers, movement on the offensive end. You know, would we have liked to win today and be up 3-1? That would have been the best case scenario, but it's the finals. And, you know, in the art of competition, you know, they came here with, you know, no feeling like they had to win. I mean, you know, it wasn't easy. And I think that's kind of the beauty of it, that it is not going to be easy, and it shouldn't be. You know, we both want it, and, you know, we got to go take it.
Final question on the right side, fourth row.
Hi, Jason. Karen Garrigan with the Boston Herald. You said it's on you to be better. Is it possible you're putting too much pressure on yourself to be better?
No. I think that was just as simple as it is. Like, I just got to be better. You know I can be better, so it's not like myself and my team is asking me to do something I'm not capable of. You know, they know the level, and I know the level that I can play at.